Alright, how we doing, folks? Your boy Marcus on 205 numbers after the name. A little Overcooked 2 action over here. A little Marcus and friends. Y'all already know how we be doing. I'm over there waiting for the potatoes. Like, why don't we throw me the taters? I gotta get something popping over here. Me with some chicken, me with some taters. You know, this one isn't the most complicated map per se. But you do work at it. Like, you do gotta put in a little bit like of work over here to get this done, man. I will say, probably after like 3-4, 3-5 is when the game to me takes a little bit of a difficulty spike, which is fine. Don't get me wrong, I ain't complaining about it. But it definitely, to me, there was a pre-3-4, 3-5 where we were kind of flying through things. And really the only difficulty that we had was that I had not played an Overcooked game at this level before. So I was a little bit like kind of confused as to like what I was looking at. But after that, like, it actually generally like becomes hard. And I think it was 5-3 or 5-2 where like it almost broke us. Like, it was like, yo, like, this stage is crazy. And I feel like even playing through like some of the DLCs and some of the Kevin levels, like, nothing got as hard as some of these base game kind of levels. And to me, where Overcooked is really at its hardest is when it's requiring you, in order to get to 4 stars, to be perfect. Now, I say perfect in all contexts of perfect, because perfect for everybody is a little bit different. I remember one of the stages we got like really stuck in. We were trying to see if there was some sort of something we're missing. Like, what's going on? Like, we're like nowhere even close to even getting the 4th star. And we went to go look online, and basically this dude was just doing the same thing we were doing, except like 1,000 times faster. And he was like, he was getting like double the 4th star thing. And I just like laughed. I went to the captain. I was like, well, listen, man. I was like, we ain't doing nothing wrong, but we're also just not that good. Like we thought we were good, and then we saw my man's over here, and we were like, oh, okay. I was like, we got like a whole different perception of what good and bad is. But that's what makes it fun, right? That's what makes it challenging, and that's what you kind of like put everything in. And those 4 stars that require you to be like perfect to the end are really, to me, where we had the most fun in the game. And you know, this to me is my favorite part of the game over here. Is kind of meat and potatoes in the middle, no pun intended, with the poultry and the taters on that. And you kind of are trying to work your way around over here and try not to lose all the damn things. I'm like, oh man, let me watch some dishes, let me not. And these stages where you're kind of split up are just like a pain in the ass, man, because you really have to like time everything out. And if you want to maximize, like, you really need to like make sure you're doing everything right. And the fact that the recipes are somewhat random as well also kind of like adds to like a whole different thing every time you play. Sometimes you might get a little bit lucky, sometimes you might not, sometimes you might end up with a clean plate, sometimes you might end up with a dirty plate. And it is what it is.